Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. We gotta go pretty quick. I'm leaving this one pretty late in the day, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure. Medical history character exclusive perks, huh? Oh my god, we're free from the Yashiro curse. Get me the hell out of here. Or maybe keep me out of the Yashiro hell zone for as long as possible. I mean, he's a priest, right? He's going down into hell to fight as many people as he can. So anyways, we're just gonna quickly do this real quick as a treat for fun, just as like a little midnight jaunt, as it were. Just doing a little, just jogging at night, just hanging out. But what was I gonna say? I have no idea. I'm kind of rushing this a little bit, so you are gonna have to excuse me, but we are just bawling, and that is completely okay. Now, what was I gonna say? I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, I've been playing a spectacular amount of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm trying to get through all those goddamn gates so that I could get the free gems, because I really, listen, Madolche is based, but the problem with every card game is that there's so many different ways to play it, but the only ways to, after you get your first deck in Master Duel, it is an absolute pain in the ass without spending money to get another deck. I'm not even halfway there. There's so much ultra rare dust that I need to get before I can get another deck. And the problem is that, unless it's one of the shitty structure decks the game gives you, your ass is not getting, a good deck right off the bat, right? And I completely misspoke when I just said that right there. So basically, all the structure decks the game gives you are dog shit. And they let you play with, loner decks that have good cards in them, and then when you earn the structure deck for completing the solo gate, it's all the good cards are stripped out and replaced with bad cards that are worthless. So that's fantastic. But you get a lot of gems when you first start playing the game, so you can very easily, if you know what you're doing, build a single deck. Now, if you want to, you can make multiple Steam accounts, and then just for every deck that you want to play, have a Steam account, but that's really, really, really annoying, and I don't want to do that. So I would like to just have multiple decks on my main account, but that's such a pain in the ass as well, without spending money. And so I've been grinding and grinding and grinding, and I can get 20 fucking packs now. Well, I could have gotten 30, but I decided to get the dual pass so that I can hopefully craft some ultra rares as well. But expect to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff at some point, because I need every excuse in the world to play that game as much as possible. But it's just such a pain in the ass, man. It really is. Now, what on earth was I gonna say? Well, we're just balling from this point onwards. I would like to get a weapon, I don't care what it is. It's this one, we're out here living. Now we got two pretty bad curses right at the beginning of the game, but that's okay. Oh hey, look, a brick. I actually should have equipped this, and then we can hold both the cigarettes on us at the same time. So the only way that this is bad is if we get into a fight before we smunk. But I would like to lose. I think we're gonna lose some sanity first, and that is yeah, okay. I think we are more likely to lose some sanity before we are to get into a fight, and there it is right now. And we're gonna just cast as soon as humanly possible. When we lose sanity again, we are going to immediately use the second set of cigarettes, and hopefully we get a nice jar of blood. We can prep a couple of times. It's spending a lot of doom, admittedly, but we're just trying to set up for the rest of the game. You know, you go to 26% doom, then you go up to 29, I think. Oh no, I actually forgot. The vending machine is based. I never thought I would be saying that 700 episodes ago, but you know, 36 monks, 28% doom. I think we're set up pretty well for the future. And we're killing Apartment Stalker in 2 turns. Who can complain about that? Certainly not me. Now, I can complain about that because that, like, sucks. Or we're on medical history? We are on medical history. Okay, that is in, like, shit sucks territory. We can get it cured. So I think we have to. Which is a little bit of a pain in the ass, because that's more doom to be spending at the start of the game, but... And we're losing our painkillers, but you know what? Don't worry too much about it. The concussion's a minor injury. I forget that all the time. That's crazy. But, the forest is doomed? Let's throw them on the forest, just in case we actually have to go there. I don't remember if we do or not, but we're gonna throw them on the forest just in case. Because I would like to go to a forest or a mansion mystery next, if I can. A little 2% doom never hurt anybody. But, so here's the thing. I have several decks that I want to play, and I have committed to one of them. Paleozoic. Here's the thing. I really wanted to play Paleozoic. I think the Anima Lucaris is literally why I downloaded the game. The problem is that I haven't, at least when I was looking to make my first deck, the only Paleozoic decks that I could find were Tearlament based. Now, Tearlaments are sort of like the best archetype in the game right now, and that kind of turned me off. Not because, like, I don't want to win. I actually do want to win, and I would love to win. I love winning. Winning is great. Who doesn't love winning? But the problem is that I want to, like, play cards that I like, and I'll be honest, I didn't really aesthetically like the Tearlaments, like, at all. So, I don't know why am I think we're just gonna take Irizumi, and then +1 strength. I almost went to the fucking 8 charisma gambit for some reason, but Ramen Sailor's Flood, well, you know, I actually think we're gonna do Sailors right now, and we can just discard these 2 items. We don't need them. And if we get a torch, that's fantastic. That's beautiful, actually. And then we're just chilling for the rest of the game. You love to see it. But I really want to play Paleozoics, but I kind of wanted to play, like, the best version of Paleozoics that had an archetype or, like, an engine that I liked, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like Tearlaments. Like, I look at them and I'm like, they're okay. But when I listen, if I'm gonna spend that much time on, like, half of this shit, okay, it's such a pain in the ass to get gems. It's such a pain in the ass to make decks. I am gonna want something that I am, like, fucking enthusiastic about, right? Like, a deck that, like, when I see that deck, I'm like, oh yeah, beautiful, perfect, peak. It needs to be something that I enjoy. Oh, drenched already, that's fucking horrible. It needs to be something that I enjoy, like, aesthetically and gameplay and art-wise, right? So it has to have good art and it has to have good gameplay. If it doesn't have both those things, then I can't commit to it. And so the problem is that, like, I just didn't see any, like, I didn't see any Paleozoic decks that had shit that I was, like, super excited about, because, like, most of the cards were from other engines and archetypes, so it's like, I didn't have what I was looking for there. If there was, like, a primarily Paleozoic deck that was, like, modern and decent, I would definitely go for it. That wasn't fucking Tearlaments or Bestials. I might pick up Bestials at some point just because, like, they're stupidly good for Madolche. Because apparently they make, like, a Madolche deck ridiculously good. But, you know, like, I need something where it's like, I love it. Like, I'm just fully sold on it, committed to it, if I'm gonna, like, spend the fucking time to get that shit done. And I found one that I really, really liked. I remembered it, actually, from, I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but it was one of the, it was one of the, you're gonna hate me for saying this, it was one of the earlier Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. It's old now, isn't it? When did Yu-Gi-Oh! GX air? Yu-Gi-Oh! GX air date. Like, when did that come out? Yu-Gi-Oh! GX started broadcasting in 2004 to 2008. I mean, that is prehistoric, right? Like, prehistoric Yu-Gi-Oh fan right there. But it was one of the villains decks from there, and I really, really liked it. But apparently it's dog shit. However, with some modern cards that I also thought looked cool, it's like, you can't win with the special gimmick, because it's basically impossible to win with the special gimmick, but you can just win with the deck. Like, it's not, like, it's not a dog shit deck, but it's not like a really fantastic deck. It's playable in the ranks that I'm going to be hovering around until the end of time, you know? It's good enough for what I will use it for, you know, until the end of time, if that makes sense. But yeah, no, it's like two different archetypes mashed together, and they're both reptiles, so it just kind of works out. So that's what I'm going for my second deck, because it looks half decent, and the person who made it got to a pretty high rank with it, so it'll be good enough for anything that I choose to do with it. But then there's another one that I really liked, which is pretty antithetical to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't last long enough for this to work. But it was, I think it was Trick Stars. They're like, they do burn damage, so it's like, when they play a card, you take 200 life points. When you draw a card, you take 200 life points, etc., etc. I thought that was really cool. I would really like to try them as well. I think that'll be my third deck, maybe the fourth one. I'm still deciding, because I do kind of want to try the, I don't, is it called the Magic Key? It's like a normal monster. It's like a normal monster fusion deck, and it has some cards that I really like. I don't know why I clicked that button, by the way. That was pretty stupid of me, but I do like that. I do like those cards. I think they look really cool. I don't know how good they are, though. I'm probably gonna check that, but go for his weapon. Oh shit! I got punched by a ghost. But so I'm going for the reptile deck second, and then I'm gonna either go for Trick Stars or Marine Cess. That sounds, it's Marine Cess, so it's like Marine Princess. I also like that, I think that archetype looks pretty cool too. This is pretty wacky. Takes her down to 14, and then what do you do? Fucking nothing. I think, honestly, we are gonna take damage in the long run because of this. But I only want to take one stamina here, and that's pretty lame. Like, just taking, like, it's pretty lame, but I think it's worthwhile. Just because we're kind of in a bind right now, a little pinch. We're a little sad about that. Now, I probably should have, you know, healed. That would have maybe been nice. But here, I'll do you one better. I'll heal now when we have fetid fumes and oh no, it's Gazoo? God, I was gonna heal again, but that's Gazoo. That's kind of scary. We're gonna pair that with the Monument, and then we're gonna rest again. I almost went back to the Monument. That could have been pretty bad. Huh? Oh, I prepared accidentally. That was pretty stupid. Hey, what if you wanted money? You want money, perhaps? You can take that as well. Probably shouldn't have prepared. That was kind of dumb. What if we found a bone saw? Just a vial of ramen soup. Uh-oh. We're kind of in hell right now. A couple of misclicks and one trip to the Monument later, and you're kind of hating life a little bit. We're gonna take -5 reason at the end of this mystery. I want you to know that. I kind of want that Dust of Seeing, though. We're gonna need it. What do you want from me? Like, this is just bad. Like, we're just in hell no matter what happens. We could die here, but you just gotta send it, honestly. Oh, free spell? Thank you so much. We are gonna have to go back and forth here a few times. So, let's go ahead and swap it over. Now, we need to make sure to swap it back to the the whatchamacallit. Absolutely do that. And then we're gonna rest again. Because we never learn. We never learn. Absolutely not. We rested so many times, honestly. Is kind of impressive. I almost want to rest again, and you know what, I will. 78% Doom moment. We've rested like twice, and by twice I mean like 4 or 5 times on a Gazoo run. That's crazy. Like if we lose, we will know exactly why we lost. But also like the game's kind of hard, you know. Wait, can we just win? Like, hold on. No, we cannot just win. Unfortunately, we cannot just win, but we can win next turn. With a pretty impressive showing for it, you know, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, we gotta find a way to sneak through. So, 80% Doom, we can't rest again. I'm sorry. We also just need this. So we could die. Like, we could die. It's entirely true. Haru punch, Haru smash. We got an injury? What the hell? We got an indomitable cut. We got a panic. We got a paranoia. We got a 4% Doom. Just to fuck with us. And then we're not gonna actually get any of the bonuses from Flood. We're just gonna go through as quickly as possible and pray to God. Because we only have to go to the school once. Oh, no, 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 no. We're never coming back here, man. Just give me the EXP. Get me the fuck out of here. We're dead, by the way. We're dead. Don't you dare. Okay. So we can live. Despite the game's best intentions, we have kind of survived. Now, that's still not very good, but we're gonna... We've got 7 stamina going into this. We have to do 1 investigation. We have to do 1 fight and 1 investigation. 1 guaranteed fight. We could do more later. Oh, come on. Come on. 90% chance. Come on. I'm not even... is this even gonna kill? Yes, of course it's gonna kill. Why do I even, like, worry about it? Of course it's going to kill. So we need to do 1 investigation. If it's Doom, we're fucked. We're dead. We're so back. Okay, 88% Doom. I can work with this. And I can also work with getting a full heal. I like full heals a lot, actually. They're pretty nice, and they also help with the fact that we're taking potentially -6 from the lighthouse, you know? So that's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Getting a full heal. Now, of course, you know, you're staring down the barrel of a loaded gun here. And, you know, the one in front of the gun is, supposedly supposed to live forever. But I currently don't see it. 90% chance kinda goes hard, though. Do we want to block? And then, like, is this gonna kill? It's not gonna kill. Should we try to kill? I mean, it's 2 damage versus 6 damage, hypothetically. But we could just do this. I'm just gonna take 2 damage, right? We took 1 damage and got a broken nose. What the fuck is happening in this game? We don't really want to extend this fight very long. Any longer than we might have to. Because we'll keep getting injuries, and that could lose us the game. So we're gonna go for the kill here. And hope that we don't miss 8 million attacks. Okay, nice. Good to know. This is still hypothetically winnable. I actually didn't check if there's, like, seconds or anything here, so... You know, who the fuck knows what we've got going on here. I don't need to take this. I don't need to take any of these things. These are all useless to me. So we should just make our combat as good as possible. And then hope that, I don't know, I somehow miraculously remember my seconds when I definitely don't. Oh, fuck. It's this one. There's no photograph, though, so at least we're not completely fucked. It's just like we're only partially fucked. Who was our second mystery? I'm trying to think. We did this one pretty quick. So we did Eel, we did Sailor's second. I remember that. Also, I didn't click on that button. My mouse cursor was off of that button, but it clicked anyways, which is absolutely fantastic. But 97%, huh? I think what you're gonna have to do here is taking a lot of Doom, by the way. It's actually kind of crazy. Because, like, I want to throw the weapon, but we're probably not gonna hit the gritty, you know? But I think if we get hit here, I don't actually remember. Are we on the... Hold on, we can actually look at the log here, can't we? No, we cannot. So hold on, the first one was the knowledge check. The second one was the memory check. And then are we on the third one right now? Or are we on the fourth one? Because I don't remember if we did a strength check or not. Yeah, trial of blood acid. So we're on the fourth one right now. Because it's, because we took damage. So we've done the knowledge check already. And then trial of blood acid is the strength one. And then garbled memories is there. So this is the fourth one that exists. So, theoretically speaking, this is fine. But actually, I just want to guarantee that he gets hit, man. I think so. Is that good enough? Because he goes down to... Can we just do 2 of these? We can't. So the most that we can do guaranteed is 16. Oh no, that's perfectly fine though, because we're gonna throw the weapon. So that's all good. It's all good. He also takes bonus. So we can just guarantee that this hits, guarantee that that hits, and then throw the weapon, then he's fucking dead. I massively overthought that. I completely overthought that. We probably could have killed him in one turn, but it didn't matter. We reasoned that out. We used logic. It was all good. It was all a-okay. Honestly, that was a pretty good run, all things considered. I mean, it's not 22-22, but it is 22-11, so I guess I'll take it. It's two numbers that match. The 2 numbers that match, that's good enough. I think that's cool. It's 22-11. That's how long the run took. Yeah, no, I think that was overall pretty good. I couldn't record well, I probably could have if I like really tried to make it work, but there was something today that came up, so I couldn't pre-record a bunch of videos like I would have liked to, but I might pre-record some tonight, so you might be getting Sleepy 5 a.m. Web sometime in the future, so stay safe out there, have a good one, bye.